So I am Sherin Koussa from IPC Travel, Sierra Leone.
Hey, it's Kellen, and today on Diversified Game, you guys are in for a real treat. I have somebody who can not just help you travel better, but there's a process that I'm going through right now in Sierra Leone with my children to qualify for citizenship. And Ms. Sherin is going to give us the game on that, what it's like to be from Sierra Leone. Do not let her name or what you picture a Sierra Leonean to look like. Salone Bobo is here in front of you. She's going to give us the game. Do not test her on her Creole. You will be shocked if your mind isn't already opened. So welcome to the show, and thank you for coming on.
Thank you, Kellen. Koussa, everyone. I hope that you are so excited to visit Sierra Leone one day. We're here to assist you. So, Kellen, thank you. And we're very excited that you will be visiting us very soon.
Yes, and I'm so happy with the process. Let me just brag on you and your company. And I knew you before I knew the company. I looked on the list. I had told you, and I'm bragging, and you don't have to, say anything. So I want you to keep friends. But I'll say this publicly. The American companies that I tried, the process wasn't for someone like myself who is familiar with Africa, has investment in West Africa, to be exact. I have investment other places, but I mean home investment. You made the process so easy, and you let me cater it, because I didn't want to be with 8 other Americans in the market trying to negotiate the best deal. That's never how you get the best deal. So I thank you for just making it easy and making this experience what it should be when you're a customer and when you're traveling to a new place, especially for this. So I thank you for that. What got you into this type of business?
Well, I started working about 17 years ago, and I started with this company. I started as an intern, and then gradually I moved to management. I started with tourism about 3 years ago. I was always interested in tourism, and I'm a frequent traveler. I travel a lot all the time. And when I travel, I don't go the normal path. I do something different than what Sierra Leoneans or other people do, that is going to the beach, going clubbing, etc. When I travel to a new country, I like to visit the new places, learn about the history of the country, and so on. So 3 years ago, our tour operator, our tour guide, left the company. So there was no one to run this department. Then I showed an interest in it, and then my manager said, "Sure, why not? If you're interested, have a try." So I did. I tried. I started building up the itineraries, the packages, etc. And then here we are, 3 years later.
And you have really been with this company for so long. You have seen the growth. You have seen, so many travelers from around the world. I just want to know, who are the best travelers by, let's say, country? I'm going to guess it's Canada. That's my vote. Canadians travel different and their whole vibe. But can you tell us who might be your favorite and why?
We have seen many, many nationalities, especially during the time when the UN were based in Sierra Leone. So we've seen so many nationalities, different cultures, different tribes, and it's impossible to choose the best country. That is impossible, because every person is different from the other. You'll see someday today an American guy is very nice, the next one will come and he'll be very rude. You see a French guy, you know, the French are always, you know, snobbish, they, you know, and then this French guy will come and you see, oh my God, this guy looks so down to earth. And the next one will be the opposite of him. So it's difficult to pinpoint my favorite.
Okay, and I'm gonna tell you, she was also she's been to America. She's has also been educated in America. So when I ask those questions, she gives me the media trained answer, and I love it because that's a great answer to have. Most people will, you know, they'll tell me, but I love it because you're keeping it open for everyone. Now, when Sierra Leone decided to allow those who qualify to become citizens, did the travel agency just boom? Because I've noticed so many Americans that I know personally that just opened up companies like that. Was it always, you know, this many travel agents for Sierra Leone? Or did this open up a way where Sierra Leone might have needed more travel agents? And that's why we see over 25 people on the government's list.
There's actually more than 25. The number of agencies, travel agencies in Sierra Leone is about 80 plus, and not most of them are registered under tourist board. That's why you see only 25. But it has in the past 3 to 4 years, we have seen a boom of the opening of travel agents companies, and it's good. It's very good that there's competition in the market, and then people are showing interest, and hopefully we'll have more visitors coming into the country. So it's a good venture.
No, that's great. That, you know, it's expanding, and that you say there seems like there's enough room for everybody. You know, inside IPC Travel, how exciting was it to say, wow, the government's allowing this to happen. We are going to be able to, you know, have more services. Like, what was that feeling when the government first said that?
Well, we're always excited for new business, so it was very good. And then we have the ministry. She's very active. She's moving every month to visit the trade shows, to discuss about Sierra Leone, to change the perspective of people out in another country, because when people think of Sierra Leone, they think of the war and Ebola. So she's changing the narrative, and it's good. So it is good. We were very excited, and we're still very excited. Every day or every couple of days, we receive emails from different people to learn more about the country, what they will see, what activities we have. So we're seeing a lot of interest worldwide.
And are there any things that you would advise, I'm going to say Americans especially, to let go of when they come to Sierra Leone? Because I'll say, even for like my kids, when I say, okay, hey, you guys, we're going to go here. They say, Cameroon? I said, why you guys say it like that? They said, because the Wi-Fi. And I'm like, the Wi-Fi? We're coming to connect. You're coming to see your family members, right? But you have many grown people who want to know, I want fast internet when I get there. That's all I want. How can they get that for, a short stay of, 3 weeks or a month? And how much will that cost them?
As internet, I don't want to spoil your your imagination, but we don't have fast internet. I'm hoping that it doesn't go off anytime now. But other than that, the internet is okay, but don't expect it to be fast. It's
how much does, let's just say the best internet plan that doesn't take a subscription, what's the best?
So if you need a monthly subscription, you have several options. You have the K3, Orange, AfriCell, and online, and so on. Unlimited is about $80, $100, something like that. It depends on the type of package you purchase. Now, if you need it on your phone, like the mobile data, and you need it all the time on your phone, you can get very good deals. You can get 2 GB for on Orange for, let's say, $6, and it's unlimited, and it's 2 gigabytes that will last you. It depends how you use it. It can last you for almost a month. And then there's AfriCell that has the Ya. It's called Ya something Ya. It's $1 for it, and it's 1 gig. So you have different options that you can play around with.
So there's many of options. So for those of you who say, "Oh, I can get internet," if that changes everything, I want you to check the links in the description, and I want you to go, contact IPC. And Sherin, I'll have your, link that you give us in there as well, the way you like to be contacted. Can you tell us with, I hear there's a lot of building going on in Sierra Leone. So is this from China, or is this from, America, London? Who is doing the most building right now?
China is doing mostly the construction of the roads, not the building. The building is not much. The buildings, you can say it's the Sierra Leoneans, the Fula, and the Lebanese. They are the ones that are building all over the country. China is only focusing on the roads, the road network. But they have started building some offices, some buildings in the country, but not as much as the Fula, Sierra Leoneans, and Lebanese. The Americans and British, not much, no.
Well, let that be a challenge to us then, if we come and we, want to lay something down, because America governmentally is known to do more in capacity building than the building. Capacity building costs more than the building. Doesn't make sense. That's why the Chinese are making great strides in Africa. Now, with tourism, and you're no longer doing tours, do you ever miss doing tours? But you're handling, bigger things and management. Do you ever miss it?
I actually, I'm the one doing the logistics, packaging, and the pricing. Everything falls on my desk. The tour, technically, it's with the tour guide, so that is different. I do everything: the logistics, the planning, the itinerary. I handle that section with my team, and I love it.
With the success that the company has had throughout all these years, what is a community give back you or the company are doing or would like to do in the future?
So community give back, we regularly do something for the community. For instance, last month, was it? Yes, it was last month. We planted about 300 trees at the Guma Valley. So we're trying to educate the community about the importance of the trees. So we donated to an organization called EFA, Environmental Foundation for Africa, and we donated some trees. And then before that, we helped the European Union to do the beach cleaning at Lonely Beach. There are some pictures on our social media pages. And we're always doing something different. And even in the next 2 weeks, we'll be doing the diabetes walk, which is to raise awareness about diabetes in Sierra Leone. And yeah, so we're always doing something different. It's not always about having about profits.
And tell the people, if they want to reach out, the best way. Is it to go to the website first?
So the website is under construction at the moment. We're upgrading and updating the website. So the best first step now is to go on our social media pages on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter.
Okay, and if you guys have any, issues with that, you can let me know. I really am excited to come in, and because I'm coming with, my full entourage, my family. I want to know, the tours that I have set up and that we're working on are a little different than your typical, because I told you, I'm kind of scared of monkeys. I don't want to go see the monkeys like everybody else and goes and sees the monkeys. I'm full of monkeys. I know, but do you find that, people are coming and staying. Are they coming back, within 6 months or a year? Or is Sierra Leone becoming a destination where they come, they conquered, and then they just, okay, let me go to Liberia, let me go to Cameroon, Nigeria, Togo. What are people coming back?
Yeah, people are coming back. So whenever visitors come to Sierra Leone, they always ask us, we need to do visit Guinea and Liberia. So we always do the multinational tour between Guinea, Liberia, and Sierra Leone. And very soon we'll be extending to some other countries. We have offices. Our sister companies are located also in Liberia and Guinea. So we all combine together and create a package for the tourists, and they're coming back. It's unfortunately because of COVID, everything was put into a hold or stop. But we're hoping that next year will be much better.
And when you go to these countries, because some people don't even believe me when I say, when we go from Cameroon, from Yaoundé to Limbe, I say, no, we take the bus. And they say the bus, and they picture some, I don't know where they get the picture of the bus, but for us, it's a VIP bus, has a TV, they feed you and all that. You guys take people, is it by bus? Is there a VIP bus, or is it by private car when you're going between countries?
It's much better to use a 4x4 vehicle because of the road network. Some parts of the roads are still under construction, so it will not be advisable to use a bus or a car. You have to use a 4x4. So we always use 4x4 for these countries.
Okay, 4x4, and she's let me know they do have luxury 4x4s. You don't want to take the limo because that's for funerals. But yes, the 4x4 is available, and you can do luxury if that's what you need. And also, for those of you who are like me, who saw the helicopter in Sierra Leone, thinking, oh, I'm going to go take a helicopter tour because nobody has highlighted it as of recent. It's not available right now. There's an interesting story. If you contact ICC, they can tell you. But I think that's, you need to hear that one personally at a different time. I love what you're doing. I love that I was able to connect. It was really an answered prayer, to be honest with you, because I had to pray the day before contacting your company. And my prayer was answered because of the things we wanted to do and the things we didn't want to do. And I'm glad that the other companies could not work with me, because I really feel like, and I'm going to share something with the people, I want to go see the schools with my kids. I wasn't told no. I want to go see the different media outlets, whether it's TV, radio, newspaper, as many as they can put on there. My family might leave me while I do that. I don't know. But I hope that they join me, like, oh, how many can we see? And of course, the tours, and I've talked to our favorite seamstress now, and she too was so easy. The price is right. And I'm going to be, looking very presidential soon. So I can't wait to have my suit and my clothing. Is there anything that you want to tell the people that I haven't touched on about the company, about yourself, that they need to know?
You have touched everywhere.
Well,
that's a very good review. Thank you for that.
Well, thank you, and feel free. You can use this wherever you go. Do what you want with it. We really want to give the game so people don't have to ask you these same questions 100 times. And you can say, hey, before you do that, go check out this interview on our site, right? Yes. We want to make sure, because and I'm putting this out there, I am looking to do business in Sierra Leone. I don't rush, but I want to know who I can do business with, where the greatness will lie, and how it can benefit, because the world is a global village, and I do global business. So I love it. So you guys have gotten the game. Make sure, if you do nothing else, you share this with somebody. The time is now. Don't wait too long before the program changes and they let too many of us Americans in and say, these people are loco en la cabeza. They are crazy, and they don't know geography or science, but they know what to tell us to do with our country. before even getting there. No, before they do that, come decolonize the mind, share this with somebody. It will change their life. You guys be blessed.
Are you tired of the violence, tired of the injustice, police brutality, rampant discrimination, lack of gun control in this failed bias socioeconomic experiment called America? Or maybe you need a break from the relentless grind and want to regain control of your destiny, your wealth, your health, and your purpose. Diversifiedgame.com has the right course for you. Prepare for my first trip to Africa. Looking to reconnect with your roots, start a new business, or just a fresh start. Africa, aka the motherland, is waiting. Don't let the Chinese and the Mzungus have the fun and also take over the motherland. From Cairo to Mombasa, from Dakar to Cape Town, Africa has something for everyone, from business opportunities to the most amazing people, safety, leisure, and landscapes. The opportunities abound. It is time for the diaspora to reconnect with their roots. Time to reconnect with the birthplace of humanity. Africa is the last frontier. Get your head in the game and reclaim your legacy. The writing is on the wall. Babylon is falling. Give up the stress, grind, and violence inflicted on our people on this continent and prepare for a journey of restoration and joy by connecting with the land of your ancestors. Check out our new course and kick off your adventure at diversifiedgame.com.